This is Triple R Financial, and today is August 17th, and this is my podcast for today. Please like and subscribe and share whichever platform you see it on, whether it be YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, whatever platform you see, please like and share. Now, today I'm going to talk about a topic and a book I'm writing on. I'm going to talk about the luck system: listening, understanding, comprehension, and knowledge. The key to becoming financially rich as an employee. If you're not an employee, it does not apply to you. And the financially poor people that don't listen, understand, comprehend, or gain knowledge. And that's why you're financially poor. Again, if you're not an employee, this does not apply to you. Think about it. You're unemployed, right? And you ask somebody for money, and nobody ever helps you. And you don't stop to think, why this person ain't helping me? I don't understand. How are you going to pay somebody back if you're unemployed? Hmm? Listening, understanding, comprehension, and gaining knowledge. For example, you hear financially rich people tell you their rags to riches story and you don't interpret. Perfect example. Man, I'm a 40-year-old billionaire. I'm a self-made billionaire. Me, self-made billionaire. When I was 18, I had a business idea. I grew up in a poor family. At age 18, I had a business idea. And I asked my rich mother, father, sister, brother, rich aunt, rich uncle, rich friend for money to invest in my idea. Hee hee. And by age 24, I became a millionaire. And now at age 40, I'm a multi-billionaire. But I want you. Hee hee. I want you. Man, you could be rich. You make it minimum wage. Man, if you make minimum wage for 40 years, you can be rich. Wrong. Man, if you make 25,000 a year for 40 years, you'd be a millionaire. You won't. You won't. I know financially poor people don't listen, don't understand, comprehend, and gain knowledge when people are telling them stories. I'm not insulting anyone. Matter of fact, financially poor people should have the most knowledge. You don't need to ask somebody for $1, and you'll see how fast you get a Dave Ramsey education, a Susie Orman education. I'm not using them examples, no insult. Ask your mother for $5. Money is relative. Ask a friend, a family member, or friend for money. What do you think they're going to tell you? Well, I'm going to tell you one thing: they're not. They are not. And I mean this in a good way. They are not going to admit, hey, you know what? I just like you. I don't manage my money. I don't save it and invest. I'm just like you. I am the regular Joe Small. You know what they're going to tell you? They're going to Dave Ramsey you, Susie Orman you. What are you going to $5 for? You don't work? When was your last payday? In school, you're supposed to be taught about psychological concepts like into denial, deflect, etc., etc. Hey, you get $10, and you don't think, right? And the boss is like, man, why didn't you have $10? I don't have $10. What you make it together with $10? Hmm. Listening, understanding, comprehension, and gaining knowledge. I am 40 years old and I'm worth 50 billion. I am a self-made billionaire with a straight face. You could get them a lie detector test and they'll pass. You know why? Let me finish the story. I'm 40 years old and I want $50 billion. And I was born poor at a poor family. I'm the first person in my family to go to college. My parents are high school dropouts. My parents make minimum wage all their life. At age 18, I had a business idea. And I borrowed money from my rich father to start the business. And I opened one store, and the one store turned into 100 stores in a chain. At age 23, 23 and a half, I became the youngest self-made millionaire. I broke Forbes.com record. And now I'm a 40-year-old billionaire, self-made billionaire. Nobody help me. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to work for 25. Yeah, but if you make, yeah, the classic cliche. If you make 25,000 a year for 40 years, that'll be a million. You gross $1 million. I will never forget my first YouTube video. Matter of fact, years after. Hear what I'm saying now? Years after the original iPhone came out, I was poor. I couldn't afford a smartphone. Matter of fact, I got financially fooled years afterwards. Get the current model iPhone. We have three, but at the time, they had one model, but that one model had three configurations. Now I know a lot of poor people. Back in my youth, the first couple of iPhones, one screen size, one size, but three configurations. And the only difference between those three configurations was the hard drive space. Yeah, when the iPhones came out, just to make more money, okay, we'll sell you the same phone, and the only difference is one, the first couple of iterations, the only difference is hard drive space. And my dumb self, 99 cents for real? Yep, yep. Let's agree to this 2-year agreement. Is it really 99 cents? Yep. You sure? I am poor. Yeah, just 99 cents. Okay. Oh wow, I have a $10 bill. And I got financially fooled. I didn't read the fine print. And now she's ringing everything up. Oh yeah, there's an activation fee. How much is it? Oh, $35. Oh god, I can't afford this. You want to stop? Oh no, go ahead. Oh, you need a new chip. How much the chip is? Oh, $25. I can't afford it. You're gonna get a case. Oh yeah, the fine print of the iPhone is that you have to um well go off on a tangent. I live on the U.S. flag, and AT&T, as you call them, they AT&T back then, they paid Apple to be the only carrier on under the U.S. flag to carry the initial iPhone for 5 years. Exclusivity agreement to carry the iPhone for 5 years. Oh, guess what? You have you have to upgrade your phone plan. Your current phone plan, you have the basic phone plan. You have to upgrade your phone plan, or else you can't get the phone. Okay. So a phone, I mean, forget the monthly service charge, as they say in the cell phone community. Oh, just pay 99 cents for the original iPhone. Turned into me paying over $100 out of pocket. Now, I'll never forget my first day with an iPhone. Yep, I got the original iPhone years later, and I'll never forget. From 6 p.m. Christmas Eve until almost what 8 p.m. Christmas Day, I ended up charging my phone. Boy, they don't build, to go off on another tangent. They don't build things to last. Matter of fact, I went sleep, left the phone. If forgot, yeah, the original iPhones. Again, these cell phones, they evolve over time. I went sleep, literally forgot to turn the phone on. The phone and the operating system didn't have any type of sleep mode and enabled or option to do so. But guess what? One of the first videos I watched. Sorry for those tangents. How to be a millionaire. Yep, 29. Yeah. Now, if you remember the video, please make a comment. I forgot which one it was about. I'll tell a funny story at the end of this video. Yep, this guy. You can be a millionaire. And he gave the classic cliche, man, if you make 25,000 a year, for 40 years you'd be a millionaire. And he spent the rest 28 minutes and change contradicting himself. As a matter of fact, that video was very educational. Now, if you remember it and if you could find it, put the link. Anyway, I'm not going to recite the whole thing, to save time. And this is gonna be the last story for today's podcast. But guess what? Matter of fact, I will do feature videos talking about concepts that he gave almost 20 years ago. Concepts, yeah. Like, for example, guess what? As an employee, yeah, listen, financially listen, understand, comprehension, and gain knowledge. Now, I'm not going to go into details, but as the guy explained, your food, shelter, and clothing, your basic necessities, should be a certain amount of your net income, not your gross, your net income. And in his example, if I can, a whiteboard and I hit a marker and an eraser, and long story short, he was like, okay, Let's assume your food is 25% of your budget over the 40-year period. That $1 million gross is going to turn into $750,000. During the video, it was assumed that you had a mortgage for 300,000, and that over 30 years of that 40-year career, making 25,000 a year, that you paid off for a $300,000 home. And guess what? 250,000 minus 300,000. I'm not even do the math. You can do the math for yourself. Keep up, pay attention, listen, understand, comprehend. Don't get a paper. They teach children in elementary school. That's why in school they give financial education in schools, despite what the financial risks give. Oh, these schools don't teach children financial knowledge. They used to do 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 8. That's all you need. 6 minus 4 is guess what? What's 6 minus 4? 6, yeah, pop quiz. 6 minus 4 and 4 minus 6. Which one is going to give you a negative number? Pop quiz. Leave a comment. Anyway, long story short. Okay, yeah, man, your food, your taxes, and this and that and that and this and that. And let's say you live like a hermit for 40 years and you sacrifice and you don't go out and blah 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 blah. You should have $150,000 after 40 years. And long story short, a matter of fact, at one point he went on Dave Ramsey. If you invest this hundred and he was this guy on the fly live video. I don't know why he did. Back in those days, you know these YouTubers. Anyway, the only thing that saved him is that good communicator, wasn't stuttering like me, and on the fly he was like, and he had a chalkboard and stuff like. Anyway, long story short, just at the end of the video, he spent about 10 minutes trying to get the numbers to add up. Okay, you have 150,000. If you invest 150,000 and you're doing the math, X% interest and it didn't work out. Rate of return. He kept changing. Yeah, he kept changing the numbers, and at the end of the video, he got the math to add up. You see, yeah, at the end of the video, after 10 minutes of X rate of return and an average and differential. At one point he had off camera he he had a camera. I mean, not a camera. He had a calculator. You could hear the buttons. And to end the video, he got the math right. Yep, you have $1 million. Yeah, if you had invested that 150,000, that should be left over after 40-year career. You have $1 million and you in stocks and bonds, and 40 years later you can retire, sell all the stocks and bonds, you have $1 million cash, you have your house paid off already. And that's how you become a millionaire. By the way, he's here. He's a 30. I forgot the exact year. I forgot how old he was. He did say he's 30 something years old, and he has, I forget how many millions and millions of dollars he's worth. Oh, guess what? That's why my motto is know your financial advisor as an employee. Know your financial advisor as an employee. That's it. That's it. Not to financially listen, understand, comprehend, and gain knowledge. Do you want to wait 40 years to be a millionaire? Your employer wants you to, your employer wants you to work for 40 years. That's what your employer wants you to do. Then what? Then what are you going to do? Think about it. Please like, share, and subscribe so I can bring you more content. I keep it financially real here. You don't need to save, you don't need to invest, you don't need to have an emergency fund. It's a Triple R Financial signing out.